In the previous video, we learned that data are collection of numbers which are collected to give some information. The process by which we collect information related to a subject is called data recording. It is not easy to draw any conclusions from the information collected in the form of raw data. Therefore, we go for organization of data. Today, we will understand an interesting way to represent data. Look at this table. In this table, the ice cream vendor has shown the name and the number of ice creams sold. Pause the video and try to understand it. We are given that this image represents 5 ice creams. Here, in the row of strawberry ice cream, 5 such images are drawn. Now, tell me, how many strawberry ice creams did the ice cream vendor sell? Correct. He sold 5 multiplied by 5 is equal to 25 strawberry ice creams. Similarly, find the number of ice creams of the other type. Is it easy? Yes, it is very easy. Here, in the row of chocolate ice cream, 6 images are drawn, which means that the ice cream vendor sold 6 multiplied by 5 is equal to 30 chocolate ice creams. This table helps us understand the data just by looking at it. Numbers are not represented in this table. But still, just by looking at the table, we can easily find the answer to the number-related questions. A table in which data is represented in the form of images, objects, or parts of objects is called a pictograph. In any pictograph, similar images are used to represent the data. At the same time, we are also given the value of an image using which we can understand the table. Using the pictograph, we can obtain a lot of information. Like, in the given pictograph, we can find the number of ice creams of each type sold by the ice cream vendor. At the same time, we can also compare them without knowing their numeric value. Like, can you tell me which type of ice cream was sold in highest number by the ice cream vendor? Think for a while. Correct. Here, maximum images are drawn in the row of chocolate ice cream. From this, one gets to know that the ice cream vendor sold the chocolate ice cream the most. Similarly, here we also see that least number of images are drawn in the row of mango ice cream. So, we can say that the ice cream vendor sold the mango ice cream the least. Can you tell how many more number of chocolate ice creams than the mango ice creams did the ice cream vendor sell? Think for a while. Correct. To find out, it's not required to find the exact number of both. We will subtract the number of images drawn in the row of mango ice cream from the number of images drawn in the row of chocolate ice cream, the result of which is 4. That is, 4 images more. And then, by multiplying 5 multiplied by 4, we obtain the number 20, which tells us that the ice cream vendor sold 20 chocolate ice creams more than the mango ice cream. Today we learned what is a pictograph. In the next video, let's understand this with an example. In the previous video, we saw that A table in which data is represented in the form of images, objects, or parts of objects is called a pictograph. Today, let's understand how they are made. We will understand this with an example. Based on the choice of students in a school, the following table of the most favorite sport is drawn. Let's represent these figures with the help of a pictograph. To draw a pictograph, it's necessary to have data. Here, we are given the data, but if it is not given, then it's necessary that we collect the information related to the favorite sport and record the data from it. Now that we are given the data, we can move forward. To represent the data in a pictograph, we must take an image. Like, we can take a simple image like this. Then, we decide the value of this image. Here, we can take the value of one image as 1, or we can also use the image as multiple of units. Like here, we can take the value of an image as 3. If we take the value of an image as 3, then we can represent 2 as this and 1 as this. Just think, if we had replaced this image with this one, then would we be able to represent 2 and 1? Think for a while. No. Hence, we should always use simple images. So, let's draw a pictograph by using the value of this image as 3. We will draw a table. Here, the first column mentions the name of the sport or show its symbol, and the second column represent the number of students in the form of images. Like here, 12 students like cricket. We will divide this number by the value of the image. Here, 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4, and the remainder is 0. Therefore, we will represent the number of students in the row of cricket by making 4 signs. Will you now be able to represent the number of students who like playing football? Try it. Let me explain. Here, 10 divided by 3 is equal to 3, and the remainder is found as 1. So, we will show 9 by drawing 3 complete images and use this image to show the remaining 1. Similarly, 8 divided by 3 is equal to 2, and the remainder will be 2. In this way, we can represent 8. Similarly, we can represent 5 in this way. Thus, we have completed the pictograph. Now, you will easily be able to draw any pictograph. Today, we learned how to draw a pictograph. 1,200 in 1981, 1,300 in 1991, 1,450 in 2001 and 1,525 in 2011. Use an image that represents 100 people. Represent the given information by drawing a pictograph. Let us first draw a pictograph from the given information. We will use this image to denote 100 people. We can divide this image in 2 or 4 equal parts, which will help us to represent the given data. In this way, we will represent 100 as a complete image. Since 50 is half of 100, we will represent 50 as half image. Similarly, we will represent 25 as a quarter of 100. According to the initial information, in 1981, the population was 1,200. We have used this image to show the number of 100 people. Accordingly, here 1,200 divided by 100 is equal to 12 will be obtained, and remaining 0 will be the remainder. That is, 1,200 can be represented by making 12 such images. Similarly, we will represent 1,300 by making 13 such images. Since 1450 is equal to 1400 plus 50, we will use 14 images of this type for 1400 and half of this type for 50. Since 1525 is equal to 1500 plus 25, we will denote it by making 15 such images for 1500 and 25 with a quarter image. In this way, we have represented the given information by making a pictograph. Next example. In the pictograph shown below, the age of 4 people are represented in the form of images. If the age of Rahul is 23 years, then tell what will be the ages of Meera, Sarita and Happy. Here, we see that this image has been repeated many times. From this, we can understand that to represent the age, this image has been used. To solve the given question, we will have to find the age this image represents. That is, what is the value of this image? Can you tell me how will we do this? Think for a while. Let me explain. It's given that Rahul's age is 23 years. To find the value of the image, we will relate this number to the number of images indicated. We see that there are 4 circles in each of the 5 complete images here. In this way, there are a total of 5 multiplied by 4 is equal to 20 circles. And if we add the 3 circles of the last image, then we get 20 plus 3 is equal to 23. This number shows the age of Rahul. In this way, we can say that each image here represents the number 4. That is, the value of this image is 4. Since here 4 is represented as this and 3 is represented in this way, we get to know that the number of circles is the base here. To represent the age of Meera, 4 complete images and 1 such type of an image is given here. Can you tell what is the value of this image? Think for a while. Correct. It means 2. That is, Meera's age is equal to 4 multiplied by 4 plus 2 is equal to 18 years. Now, stop the video and find out what will be the age of Sarita and Happy. Here, Sarita's age will be 3 multiplied by 4 is equal to 12 years, and Happy's age will be 3 multiplied by 4 plus 1 is equal to 13 years. Today we saw examples related to pictograph. Misconception 1. The following pictograph shows the information regarding the students' favorite colors. Answer the following questions based on this information. 1. How many students like red color? Some children do not see the value of the symbol given in the pictograph or ignore it. They do not understand its importance. To find out how many students like red color, children count the number of symbols shown in the row of red color. Here, 5 symbols are shown, so they think that 5 children like red color. Therefore, they give the answer to the question as option 1, which is an incorrect answer. In this pictograph, we are given the value of the symbol O is equal to 4 students. That is, whenever we see an O, we will consider it as 4 students. Like, in the row of red color, we see the symbol O 5 times. So the number of students will be 5 multiplied by the value of one symbol is equal to 5 multiplied by 4 is equal to 20. Hence, red color is the favorite of 20 students. So, the correct answer is option 2. Question 2. How many students like green color? Children are not able to interpret this half symbol C in the green row of the pictograph. Some children ignore it, thinking it to be a printing mistake, which leads them to think that there is only one complete symbol in the green row. So, they get the answer as 4, which is an incorrect answer. Similarly, assuming printing error, some children consider the indicated symbols as 2 complete symbols and think that the students who like green color are 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So, they give the answer to this question as option 3. But this is also an incorrect answer. In this pictograph, we are given the value of a symbol O is equal to 4 students. That is, the value of half of the symbol O will be 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2 students. The row of green color has one full symbol O and a half symbol, that is C. Both the symbols together represents 4 students plus 2 students is equal to 6 students. Hence, option 2 is the correct answer. Now, let's understand the errors made while drawing a pictograph. Question: the number of times a particular score was obtained while playing a game is represented in the following table. Represent this information in a pictograph. From the given information, a child made the following pictograph. Is there any error in this? Stop the video and think. Let me explain. Error 1. Some children forget to write the headings of the column while drawing the pictograph. Because the headings are not given, what information the pictograph represents is not known. Here, we can write the heading of the first column as score and the heading of the second column as count. This tells us that this is a pictograph to represent how many times a particular score was achieved in the game of dice. Error 2. Some children choose a symbol, assign a value to it, and create a pictograph. But they do not show the value of the symbol on the pictograph. This makes it difficult to read the pictograph. Therefore, it is necessary to indicate the value of the symbol on the pictograph. Error 3. Here, all the numbers are multiples of 4. Suppose we use this symbol. Think we had to represent 11, then we would have difficulty in representing 11 correctly with this symbol. So, we should always use simple symbols. For example, if we use this symbol, then we can easily represent 11 in this way. Today we saw some misconceptions and errors